What is going on, you guys? Today is a Tuesday. I figured today we would um, just kind of take you throughout the whole day, show you what my whole day's like. I think it's the easiest way to capture most of the stuff that you guys want to see in regards to motorcycle stuff, lifting. But anyway, it's like 6:30 right now. We got to get up for work. Um, Still got to work, you guys. Um, I got stuff all over the shirt, but I'm going into work because I work at horse stable, so I'm not too worried about getting dirty. But still got to work right now. The goal is to not have to work and do this stuff full time, make enough money on here. So help me out. Go ahead and drop a subscribe and comment. Do whatever you got to do. But we are trying to do this full time, as you know. But with that being said, we have legs today, so I'm excited to show you leg day. It's gonna be tough. We're only doing one leg day a week right now, so they've been super intense. Usually I'm sore all week from my leg day, so you guys will get a sneak peek. Well, not even a sneak peek. You'll get see the whole workout. So we'll show you that. I'll probably show you a couple meals throughout the day. Show you some clips from riding, maybe talk about the bike. But super excited to show you guys just kind of like a day in the life. I think we're gonna do this style more often, more of like a longer vlogs that includes, whatever I'm doing that day. Obviously the lifts, you got to get the lift, and then whatever else. And then also another thing we got to talk about is we are going to start our cut here probably within the next 5 to 6 days. And with that, I want to do some sort of series on YouTube so that you guys can follow along throughout the cut. Not really sure what it's going to look like, not sure like what the structure or the title of this whole series is going to be. So I got to think of that, but expect a series coming, probably like a summer shred series or some kind of cutting series, or Road to 205 or something like that. So expect that. I'm super excited for you guys to see that because this year's going to be huge. I was able to put on a decent amount of muscle in this last bulk, so I'm excited to trim down and see what we've achieved. So I'm hoping you guys are excited to see that. I know I am. So with that being said, let's go ahead and make some breakfast and then we're going to head into work. All right, you guys. Eggs are done. Coffee's cooking up right now. I was thinking about my coffee and just my morning routine in general, and that made me think about that I haven't announced to you guys our official sponsor. It's Legion. It's a huge supplement company. I'm super excited to pair with them. So if you're looking for a supplement company that's honest, they tell you what's in all of their products, so you don't have to worry about, if you're getting something that you don't want in your product. It tells you everything. They also have like a super wide variety of stuff, and I'm actually trying a green supplement from them before. It hasn't shipped to me here yet because I shipped it to my actual house, not my college house. So when we get that, I'm super excited to implement that into my morning routine. That's kind of what it got me started thinking about it. But introducing that into my morning routine, introducing those nutrients, which is obviously going to help with my energy levels, things like that, making me just feel better in general, getting all those nutrients because I don't eat any vegetables right now. So super excited to see some of the benefits that I get from, having a supplement sponsor because, as you may know, honestly didn't use many supplements before this because of price, and honestly I just couldn't find anyone that I really liked. So now that we have someone who obviously is helping me, giving me supplements, but also they're just a good brand in general. So super excited for you guys to try those out. Code Riley at checkout for 20% off. And then after your first order, you can build loyalty points. So then you can build points up to get more discounts. So, all right, you guys, so this is what breakfast is going to look like. We got 8 eggs. Hopefully you can see that. Just scrambled. Sometimes we'll do over easy. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. And then we got 3 pieces of just low carb toast. And this kind of shows like I would say 80% of my bulk has been eating clean, even like low calorie foods. And most of the time on Instagram and YouTube reels and stuff, you see me eating like crappy food. And that's usually just on the weekend. Like if it's a cheap meal or if I go out to dinner with my family. So just so you know, I eat very healthy most of the time. Especially on the cut. You'll see how strict we really get on the cut. Because we'll probably have a cheat meal, once a week or once every 2 weeks. So besides that, it's very strict. With that being said, let's go ahead and eat this, and then we'll see you guys later in the day after work. All right, you guys, just got back from work and just started reading some scripture. And currently I'm trying to read the Bible front to back, which you guys might be surprised because as someone who's been expressing my faith and expressing this Holy Spirit that I've started to feel, I haven't actually read the Bible front to back. I've read the Bible for years, just not like comprehensively altogether in one go. So I'm trying to follow this plan that I found online right now that kind of helps you read it front to back, or at least read the whole thing. So today I was in Mark, and something that stood out to me was Mark 38 through 41. To give you some context, Jesus and his disciples are traveling across the body of water, and Jesus is actually in the back of the boat sleeping. At least I think it's in the back of the boat, but he's somewhere on the boat sleeping, and the waves and the wind start to get super insane. So the disciples start to get really worried, and they go to Jesus and they say, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up and rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." So this kind of shows you're going to have low points in your life, and there's going to be times when you question God and question if he's working in your life, and you just have to have faith in him. And if he can stop the wind and the waves in this situation, trust me, he can solve any problem that you're going to deal with. Next, we're going to read my devotional, see if we can get anything out of that for you guys, and then we're going to go about our day. Okay, so from the devotional today, it's talking about some fires in Ghana and how these embers from the fires slowly drift away from the fires and cause even more fires and more issues. And it relates it back to Apostle James. It says, "This is how Apostle James describes the tongue, calling it a word of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire. A false statement here or backbiting there, a vicious remark somewhere else, and relationships are destroyed. The words of the reckless pierce like swords," says Proverbs 12:18. "But the tongue of the wise brings healing. Just as fire has both destructive and useful elements, so the tongue has the power of life and death. For conversation that reflects God's presence is in us and pleases him, let it be always full of grace. When expressing our opinions during disagreements, let's ask God to help us choose wholesome language that brings honor to him." I want to repeat this. It says, when expressing our opinions during disagreements, let's ask God to help us choose wholesome language that brings honor to him. Meaning, like, even though you might disagree with someone, maybe you're bickering back and forth on internet or something like that, or arguing with someone in person, asking God how you can help this person or how you can take something away from this disagreement, but also not hurt the person that you're disagreeing with. At the end of the day, you're both human, you're both children of Christ, and you want to treat that person with respect. So in simpler terms, try to use nice language, try to be nice, try to spread love and happiness. You can still agree with people, but there's no reason to keep spreading hate and keep spreading that fire. All right, you guys, it's currently pre-gym. We're getting a pre-workout meal in. Got a pound of beef going. We'll probably go ahead and eat the whole pound, which I usually wouldn't do just to kind of conserve meat, but we have a bunch of deer venison as well, so I might cook up deer venison for dinner, so I'm not really like rationing out my meat as much. And then we also got rice cooking inside, so we're gonna go ahead and slam that down with probably some cereal. I always eat cereal before my workouts, at least on the bulk, just because one, I need the calories, and two, it's just the quick glucose, as you may know. So we're gonna go ahead and down all this.
I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll get into the gym. I think today we have legs, so super excited to show you guys legs. We haven't done it in a while. We haven't shown you guys in a while, so let's get it. Here it is, nothing crazy. Some rice, hot sauce, ketchup, and beef. I usually keep it pretty simple. Most of my meals look like this, whether it's a potato instead of the rice, or ramen noodles, or chicken instead of the beef, or venison. You kind of get the deal. It's usually a carb and a protein. But then we're gonna eat this, and then probably some Fruity Pebbles to fuel up for the workout. All right, so eating the pre-workout cereal. Got 140 grams of Frosted Flakes with some whole milk. I figured I'd take this time to talk to you guys kind of about the main idea of today's video, or main thing I want to talk about. Excuse me eating, but I want to talk about fitness influencing and chasing your dreams when you're young. I realized how important it was in college, especially because college is filled with people that think it's a time to just slack off, kind of just have fun, do whatever. And I kind of looked at it a different way. I knew that, like, if I wanted to achieve what I want to achieve, which requires a lot of risk taking, then I would have to start early. And that's my biggest suggestion. If you want to become a fitness influencer or content creator or anything in life that is, kind of risky and not a traditional job, like a traditional 9 to 5 work job, or you want to start a business, then I suggest starting as early as you can. Because if you wait till you get out of college, trust me, dude, it's going to hit you hard because you got bills to pay. Maybe you have a family to feed. You just can't take the risk. So if you're in high school or if you're in college, please, please, please just start whatever you want to start because you're not going to regret it. I tore my ACL last spring, and I knew if I playing football, and I knew if I came back to football for another 2 years that I would miss out on so much opportunity, so much risk-taking time that I could have while still being in college. And thankfully, God guided me in the right direction. And I stopped playing football. And even just in the last 6 months of me not playing football, I've obviously done great things on Instagram. I've gained 180,000 followers on Instagram. So it's just been a big, 8 to 10 months for me. And I can't wait to see where this next year goes. But yeah, my biggest advice from today's video, if you take anything from today's video, it's that if you're even thinking about starting something, please just start it early. Even if it doesn't work out, at least you tried early on and found out it wasn't for you. Because when you get outside of college, let's say I got outside of college and wanted to still do the fitness influencing stuff after 2 or 4 years of playing football. When I come out, I got to get a job. I can't kind of just mess around with the fitness influencing stuff. Like, I got to pay rent, So I think it would have been much more stressful, and it probably wouldn't have worked out if I waited. So my biggest suggestion, start now, and pray and ask for God to, help you follow the path that he has planned out for you, and just try to listen to what he has for you. So let's go ahead and get in there and hit legs. All right, so as you can see, we got a little kind of crazy rig here, but we got this safety bar. I'm basically doing heel elevated safety bar squats, except we also have this bar out in front of us so we can kind of hold on to it. Not really pushing off of it, but just kind of using it to guide ourselves. So you'll kind of see what that's like. It's packed in here today. We got the whole crew in here. We got Javon, we got Sam, I don't know who else, but fitness influencer universities at its finest right now. To save you guys some time, we'll go ahead and film probably 1 or 2 sets of each workout, but we'll probably do 4 to 5 sets for each one. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, thanks. You pay me. Okay. And kisses.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Tell me what we're doing here. Like, what exactly are these?
So I couldn't give you a name because I actually don't know what this movement is called because I will never be caught doing these. But they seem like a squat type of movement, a sus squat type of movement.
We'll go back to the manly stuff after this.
Okay, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was double checking on. Just making sure you're hitting that manly quota, you know.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
We'll be good. We'll be good. So this is like a Harley Cruiser, right?
Well, it's a Yamaha.
Yamaha. Know how to be good. Know how to be good. I saw him some days ago. He was. Yeah. Rose was he's in the bathroom right now getting all that out. 2 cents, yeah, 2 cents to and wait, take it to the coffin.
I'm fucking dead. Just convince me. Right? Dude, I looked at you and I was.
Ooh. 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 All right. Almost passed out. That's a sign.
Not a bad set.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and do these foam rolls up against the wall. You've seen me do these before. Nothing crazy. Basically like a hack squat. Just super light body weight to really burn out the quads. And the biggest thing is like you can really get knees over toes, so you're really stretching that quad out. I thought I lost y'all. Sam was saying, instead of like this, imagine like if you had a wall filled with like rollers, like it was just a machine, or not really a machine, but just a wall, and it had a bunch of rollers like wheels on it, so that there's nothing moving with you. You're just like on a wall. Does that make sense? It's like patting it, bro. Come on, find one.
Uh-oh, boys. We got a bomber.
All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But that's gonna wrap up the leg day. Nothing crazy, as you saw. We did the easy bar squats, the sissy squats, extensions, and curls. That's really it. That's all you really need. You honestly don't even need the sissy squats, but those are really good just to throw in and burn out. But let's go ahead and check the pump while these mics are still working, I think. So, 1 year out of complete ACL and meniscus tear in this leg, and it's feeling pretty good. Got most of the size back. Now, because we are lifting with 2 other people, it's kind of hard to keep that pump going consistently, so the pump isn't the craziest right now. But nonetheless, we still got some blood in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and go home. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanna do more long format videos, like kind of like the whole day, or at least a good portion of the day, and then the lift, just to kind of give you guys more context, more insight into like what I do, my life sort of deal. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Remember, God loves you.